So if you're looking for a home in the Gainesville area and your budget is in that $500,000 to $700,000 range, one of the first neighborhoods that you'll want to check out is going to be Turnberry Lake. Turnberry Lake is over in northwest Gainesville, but it's really so far west, it's almost hard to consider Gainesville. But from the neighborhood, it would take you about 25, maybe 30 minutes to get back to the University of Florida and Shands Hospital. You're only 10 minutes away from I-75, so that can get you around pretty quickly. There is also a Publix just down the road. It's about 5 minutes away from the neighborhood. The other huge benefit to Turnberry Lake and its location is it's right across the street from the Jonesville Park. The Jonesville Park has tons of tennis courts, lots of soccer fields, baseball, basketball. They've got a nice playground. They even have a disc golf course. So if you're active and like doing stuff outside, definitely check out the Jonesville Park. The other nice thing about this area is you're only a few minutes away from the Tioga Town Center. Over there, they've got tons of shopping, dining. It's just a beautiful atmosphere, a great place to spend an afternoon. So you'll be close to that. Now, when it comes to the actual homes in Turnberry Lake, there's about 140 homes within the neighborhood. The lots will range, it's great, they're a little bit bigger. They'll range from about half an acre on up to a full acre. And over here, the homes will also range from about 2,500 square feet on up closer to 5,000 square feet. The prices will also, again, range. You can get into the neighborhood around the mid 400,000s, and the prices will go all the way up close to $1 million. The first phase of the neighborhood was started back in 2006, and actually in 2021, the last lot was sold, so they'll be completely done. There's no construction really going on in the neighborhood. There will only be resale homes. But again, this is a great location. One of the best parts about Turnberry Lake is gonna be the amenities. There is a 10-acre lake that is in the middle of the neighborhood where residents are actually allowed to fish. It is catch and release, but when you move into the neighborhood, you'll get a couple little passes and you can go out there and spend an afternoon fishing. It's a lot of fun. In addition to that, there is a community pool and a playground, and the HOA fee is only $90 a month, so a lot to offer without a ton of expense. So again, Turnberry Lake is gonna be one of those more popular neighborhoods in this price range. Hey guys, Donovan here, and if you're new to the channel, I'm a local real estate agent here in Gainesville, Florida. I put out these videos to share with you exactly what you can expect if you're moving to the area. We talk about the best schools, all the things to do, and all the best neighborhoods. So if you don't want to miss a thing, make sure you start by clicking the subscribe button and also click the little bell so you get notified anytime I put out a new video. Now, if you prefer the older homes, maybe a ranch style, something with a big yard, at least an acre or more, you'll want to go over to Southwest Gainesville and visit Kenwood. So Kenwood is located just off of Tower Road back in Southwest Gainesville. From the neighborhood, it would take you about 15 minutes to get to the University of Florida and Shands Hospital. You've got a Publix just about 5 minutes away. And the other nice thing about Kenwood is you're going to be right across the street from the Veterans Park. Over there, they've got a playground, lots of soccer fields, basketball, baseball, some walking trails. They've also converted the old roller hockey rink into pickleball courts. So if you're into that sort of thing, definitely check out this area. This Kenwood location will also keep you pretty close to Archer Road, where there are tons of shopping and dining options. Within Kenwood, there's about 175 homes, and the neighborhood was actually started back in the 70s, and then homes were continued to be built in there up into the early 2000s. So there is a wide range in styles and types of homes. The lots, again, they'll range from about 1 acre on up closer to 2 acres. And the house sizes will also range from about 1,900 square feet on up closer to 5,000 square feet. If you're looking for something that's been updated, maybe has a pool, you could definitely expect to spend in that $500,000 to $700,000 range. But there are also opportunities to get into the neighborhood at a little bit lower price. If it hasn't been updated, maybe needs some work, you could expect those homes to be closer to $350,000, maybe $400,000. Next up, we've got a really unique area for anyone looking for an older historic style home, maybe an old craftsman or Victorian style home. That's gonna be the Duck Pond. The Duck Pond is over in northeast Gainesville, and from this area, it would take you about 10 minutes to get over to the University of Florida and Shands Hospital. This is just a really unique area with tons of history. The Duck Pond is actually made up of 8 different subdivisions with just under 300 historic buildings in that area. Some of the homes date back to the 1870s, and then the area was built out through the 1930s. But again, just a really special, unique area. Home prices over here can range depending on the amount of updates and the size of the home, but for about 2,500 square feet, something that's been updated, you could certainly expect to be in that 500 to 650 price range. So one of the prettiest parts of Gainesville is going to be over in that Duck Pond area, and that's going to be the Thomas Center. This is just a beautiful building. It used to be originally a residential home, then turned hotel, and now it's primarily used for wedding, conferences, social events, and they also host some different art exhibits over there. But if you're in the area just for a day or so, definitely drive through, walk around the grounds. It's just a beautiful area, a really unique historic building. In addition to that, you've also got Tom Petty Park close by with baseball fields, racquetball, tennis. They've got a dog park, that sort of thing. And then Gainesville's newest park, Reserve Park, is also really close by, and they have a community garden and an obstacle course. So again, it's just a really unique area, and if you want to be in that downtown area, the Duck Pond would certainly be worth looking at. Now, this next neighborhood has done a great job at taking advantage of Florida's natural environment and the beauty that it has to offer. That's going to be Savannah Point. Savannah Point is just off of Williston Road over in southwest Gainesville, and from the neighborhood, you could expect it to take you about 15 minutes to get back to the University of Florida and Shands Hospital. You do have a Publix just around the corner. It would take you about 5 minutes to get there. Now, this area off of Williston Road is just right up against Payne's Prairie, so you've got some different nature areas nearby. Just about 15 minutes away, you've got Sweetwater Wetlands Park, which is a beautiful area. You can definitely go out there and see tons of nature, gators, all sorts of animals. And then in addition to that, you're only 5 minutes from the interstate, so you can get up and down Gainesville's different exits really easily. The other big benefit is you're really close to Archer Road, but you're not in the middle of all the traffic. Archer Road has tons of shopping and dining, so it's nice to be close to that, but not right in the middle of the mix. So that's another benefit over there. The other nice thing is you're just down the street from Gainesville Golf and Country Club. So if you'd like to be a member at something like that, they are just down the street. Savannah Point is actually a gated neighborhood, and within the actual neighborhood there will be about 80 homes. They started building back in 1998, and they still have some lots available, open builder lots. So if you wanted to come into the neighborhood with your own builder and build from scratch, that's still an option. The lots will range from about 1/4 of an acre on up to 1/2 an acre. And the prices within the neighborhood will range from about the mid 400 on up over $1 million. You can find a couple of $1 million homes that back up to the prairie just with beautiful views. It's just a great location. It's close to everything. And then again, you're just out in nature. You have the prairie as your backyard. So it's really hard to beat that. Now, if you like brand new construction and you're looking for a really reliable, well-known, reputable builder, you'll definitely want to go over and visit Laureate Village. Laureate Village is a GW Homes community, so you've got an extremely trusted, well-known builder who has been in our area for a very long time. Now, this is out in Jonesville, so you could expect it to take you about 25, maybe 30 minutes to get back to the University of Florida and Shands Hospital. But it's a great location if you don't mind being just on the outskirts of Gainesville. You've got the Tioga Town Center just down the street with tons of shopping and dining, and it would take you about 20 minutes to get back to I-75. And you also have a Publix just down the street, so it's an extremely convenient location. Currently, Laureate Village is in the first phase of development with a little over 50 homes that will be happening in this first phase. There are larger development plans that, if fully completed, would be closer to 500 total home sites, along with a village center and some shopping and dining. So it will be a great walkable community with lots to do nearby. The neighborhood itself will have a community pool and I believe some pickleball courts along with community trails. So if you like to get out and stay active, this would be a great location. Now you can actually get into Laureate Village at just around $418,000, but if you wanted something a little bit larger, maybe something closer to this model, you could expect it to cost you in the mid 500,000s, and that would be just under 2,300 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. Now, the next area I want to share with you isn't just one neighborhood, it's an overall area, and it's one of the most scenic parts of Gainesville. That's going to be the Millhopper Road area. So Millhopper Road is located over in northwest Gainesville, and from this location you could expect it to take you about 15, maybe 20 minutes to get back to the University of Florida and Shands Hospital. But this is just a beautiful part of town. You definitely need to go over and visit it, even if you just have the day to spend. It's actually been designated a historic and scenic highway. If you're a nature lover, you're going to gravitate this way anyways because of the trails and parks. You've got Devil's Millhopper, which is a huge sinkhole with just a beautiful ecosystem. You can walk down all the stairs to the bottom of the sinkhole. It's just a really unique experience. And then in addition to that, a little bit further down Millhopper Road, you've got San Francisco Hammock State Park, which is 7,000 acres, just walking, biking, and hiking trails. So again, just a beautiful environment, a great place to spend an afternoon, and an even better place to live. Along Millhopper Road, there are some great neighborhoods. You've got San Francisco Estates, the Hammock, Millhopper Forest, and Thornhill, just to name a few. But there are a wide range of neighborhoods and styles. Some of the neighborhoods have been a little bit more developed and some of the trees have been removed and they're a little bit newer homes. But then you've also got an area like the Hammock that backs up to a lake, tons of trees, and the lots are an acre, maybe even closer to 2 acres. So there's a wide range of options. Now you've also got some shopping and dining. You've got Paisano's Pizza, which is one of our family's favorites. And then you've got the Publix right there, North Florida ER, some great schools. So this part of town is really unique and definitely worth a visit to see if it could be a fit for you. Now that you're more familiar with those neighborhoods, what you'll want to do next is go ahead and watch this video where I drive you around town and share with you some of the hidden gem neighborhoods that Gainesville has to offer.